Welcome to a new season of Eye on Paulsboro. Today, the show sort of originates from the historic Hill Theater Studio on Broad Street, but actually a lot of the show's in the can. Irma?
John, this is, we're back home, and here we are again, and maybe a few pounds. Our hair colors are different, but we're here.
For both of us, by the way.
John, speak for yourself. But now our heart is here in Paulsboro on Broad Street.
It is, and Fred seems to think this is our 23rd or 24th season. Now, someone will confirm that at some point.
Oh, definitely. Amy Cook will, John.
Somebody should know. Someone should know. And we're hoping to work in a few different features this year. The first program is going to start out pretty basic. Fred was kind enough in the end of the summer to come out to a press conference held down at the site of the port. Because one of the real components that we're hoping for the port is these wind turbines that would work offshore, and the Paulsboro port will be the anchor. The press conference will speak for itself. We're going to have that footage, some interviews at that press conference, and Fred also worked very hard to put together a montage of the Paulsboro Day, which is really an event that's grown into its own and people look forward to. Then Irma's going to come back for community notes. So when you come back, we're not going to be standing here. We're going to go to the press conference and then interviews with the parties, self-explanatory. Also have Assemblywoman Celeste Riley, my partner in the General Assembly, to talk about what's happened in the higher education details with Rutgers University in Rome, which is also real important to the region. So stay with us. We're coming back, and the next time you see Irma and I here will be for community notes.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount, paid in full discount, homeowners discount, safe driver discount, chipmunk family reunion, someone stole the nuts, squirrel jail, justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Unemployment's at 9.8%. The governor likes to talk about the Jersey comeback. Well, when you block things like this, you're blocking a real comeback. You're blocking people from going back to work. So it's time for the governor to stop his national politics for a few minutes to help the people in New Jersey go back to work.
Our BPU has become a hurdle to bringing this to life. And this can be corrected very quickly with the executive's voice saying to the BPU, get it done. We had commitments that BPU was going to reach a decision on an application that's sitting before it now by the end of the summer. And now we're hearing that that isn't going to be forthcoming.
We passed and signed this legislation back in 2010. That meant for this area and for the state of New Jersey, jobs and economic development and growth. It also meant the initiative of clean and renewable energy, offshore wind. That means lower electric bills for citizens of the state of New Jersey. We're still receiving a majority of our electricity from outside of the state, fossil fuel burning plants. We don't want that anymore. We have always been a leader in renewable energy, and this is an initiative that is ready to go, and we're asking the governor to make this a priority this year.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that nationally in the last 10 years, 75,000 jobs were created in wind development. But those jobs aren't here in New Jersey because the governor would rather go have lunch with the Koch brothers or go down to Tampa and give a speech and not be here to make sure those rules got done. And again, this is not about, government holding things back. It's about a governor and his administration deliberately not doing its job. And, again, the DEP under Lisa Jackson actually put together a mapping program off our coast so that we mapped where wind can go, where the best wind is and the least amount of environmental impacts would be. So we even did a mapping exercise. We even changed the DEP rules to promote wind, and yet we have things in place except for the BPU that's holding it up, and meanwhile we're going to get more dirty coal from Pennsylvania or other places. So this is about our jobs, this is about our economy. We have a win-win-win here, and the governor is holding us all back.
We're taping this program on August 27th. Senate President, along with Jeff Tittle, myself, and Assemblywoman Riley, convened a press conference to bring attention to the stalled wind project offshore. But it's always a pleasure to have the Senate President on the show. He has been a friend to not only this town, this county, during his time of public service in so many different ways. But now he travels the whole state, and he is a very big voice, and his name recognition across the state continues to grow, which I suggest all of you is going to mean different things on a different day. But Steve, today you took time to come down and again resurrect this issue, which 2 years from the time the legislation that you helped shepherd through is not implemented, and we don't have the jobs.
John, this is something you and I long ago envisioned as a way to put people back to work, especially in this community. This is a small town. This facility could re-energize, recreate this whole community. It's a great community, good, hardworking, honest people, and all they need is a job. And this has the potential to create 2,000 jobs. Imagine the programs that we could create with the college, with the high school, to customize the training for young men and women coming out of Paulsboro High School to have jobs where they can make $60,000 to $70,000 with benefits and a retirement, whether it be a 401k pension. This is a wonderful opportunity to give Paulsboro, as you and I did when we started this, a second life. I mean, and just the discussion here help the real estate values in this town. Everyone's excited. We just got to get this going.
And when Steve speaks of the jobs and the potential, when the idea of the port came about, frankly, the wind turbines were not even in the mix. And then suddenly, this location to be able to serve the East Coast became just ideal. So as we pushed with the voice today, as you heard in the press conference, to bring the governor's attention, and frankly, by the time this airs, maybe the Senate President will have had an effective reach on the governor. Because, Steve, you've become a figure not only statewide, but nationally, with a reputation of getting things done.
What we were able to do in New Jersey, what was not being able to be done in Washington, is we made a very conscious decision. We elected a Republican governor, and Democrats, we said we were going to work with them because we wanted to see people go back to work. Whereas in Washington, the Republican Congress made a decision. They didn't care about anybody but making sure that this president doesn't get reelected. So we worked hard. We have done some amazing things over the last several years. This is a hallmark piece of legislation that we did. We could be known internationally, and it just is a matter of the governor knocking off the national politics and getting real about trying to do something about jobs in New Jersey. I mean, we're 9.8% unemployed, and the governor says, well, he can't find a Democrat that can't take pleasure in that. Well, as a union iron worker, I don't take pleasure in it. When I look in my union hall and I see so many of my members that are out of work and they're out of benefits and out of unemployment now, no one's taking pleasure. It's time to stop the rhetoric, stop the national politics, and focus on the state of New Jersey.
Focus is the key, which, of course, and if you know Steve, his reputation is one of focus. And I know as we're taping, I mentioned the date we're taping, you're going to be meeting with some international business people associated with this project. You sent me in your place to Atlantic City several weeks ago to meet with some of the same group. So I think you're going to find that they have a real interest here, and the impediment is our BPU.
And John, and that's why I'm meeting with these people that are from other countries right now. We need them to know that, look, we're committed. As the Senate President, we're going to do whatever we have to do to get this BPU off their rear end and to put people back to work. It's too important. We have people from all over the world flying here, coming to this site, saying they want to build. And the only thing stopping it from happening is state of New Jersey BPU. So, we've given them their time. We've given them a chance. We've been patient. Last March 2011, was when the rules were supposed to be in place. They're not in place. They promised in July. They're not in place. And, obviously the National Republican Convention is playing into this because Governor Romney is anti-wind. He's more drill, baby, drill, the old Republican adage. But, we need people to go back to work now.
Stephen, I just don't understand. I don't understand the concern of the people that control the fossil fuels of the world. I mean, obviously, it's as big a business as can possibly be. No one's suggesting the wind's going to put them out of business. It seems there should be enough for everybody.
Well, that's the thing, John. There is enough. And, we have coal, we have natural gas. We need to harness all the energies that are possible to reduce the demand on the dirty energies, the dirty energy, the coal. And we can. We absolutely can. By harnessing all this other energy source. There's 4,000 megawatts off the shore that we could harness. That's important. We got a nuke plant going to come down in Oyster Creek. It's going to shut down. You got to replace that energy. If you don't replace that energy prices go up because the demand is even steeper. So when you say there's a cost to this, there's a cost to everything. But when we're relying more on energy generated within the United States and in this state rather than out of this country, we're better off as a nation.
And I'll close with this. The longer we wait to build this, it doesn't get cheaper, does it? I mean, if you wait, first of all, we're going to lose our position. But if we wait, it's going to cost more 15 years from now.
This is the very best time to build anything. You know, I'm in construction. You're never going to get better prices than you're going to get today because the economy is so strained. So everyone's just holding on and just doing everything they can to maintain what they have. So, yeah, now's the time to build. 5 years from now, it's going to cost a hell of a lot more.
That's a perfect way to wrap it up. Always enjoy having a friend and to be able to say the Senate President here on Eye on Paulsboro to join us. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. You heard the general comments of the press conference as we try to bring attention to wind power and the issues associated with it. This facility in Paulsboro has a bright future if we can get this moved along as we hope it does. But there are bigger issues here. With me now is Jeff Tittle. He heads up the Voice of the Sierra Club for the state of New Jersey, works in the State House as a lobbyist, works directly with legislatures and the governor's office for that matter to bring attention to these various issues. So Jeff, this is a business issue. I mean, you know, as the Senate President said, it's not new technology. We thought we had everything in place legislatively.
Yeah, and I think it's one of the why we're here, because we should be breaking ground today instead of holding this press conference. Quite frankly, wind is the most reliable and most reasonably priced form of renewable energy. And we have such great potential off our coast. New Jersey can easily meet its energy demands going forward. We could generate 30 to 40% of our future electric generation from offshore wind. And the great thing about wind is that once you build it, it's virtually free, because the cost is in building the windmills, but after that you're not buying energy fuel to run the windmills. You're not you don't need armed security guards like you need at some power plants. You just need a guy in a boat to make sure the turbines are still going. And I think the point is that we're missing out on not only clean energy, but also on thousands of jobs. It's really ironic that, Sierra Club, when it comes to clean energy, we're the biggest economic boosters going, because we see that it's a win-win for the people of New Jersey and the United States, that we can produce new technologies. We can also use old technologies and produce thousands of jobs. At the same time, reduce air pollution and greenhouse gases. And in the coastal states, that's important. We've had so many floods and storms. And it's not only important, but it's also something that long-term will be more cost-effective than fossil fuels. And it's something that the people in this state want. When there was polling done in New Jersey, 67% of the people in New Jersey wanted to see offshore wind development. I mean, it's something that everyone supports.
Well, Jeff, as we stand here today, and it's August 27th, we've had heavy rain showers this morning. We've got a break in sun, and now the humidity's back. There's an application sitting before the BPO. I was brief in my remarks, but we were promised through the governor's office that there would be action on an application by the end of the summer. That appears it's being pushed back again. These projects obviously are not free. Right. So I know the ratepayer advocate and doing their due diligence was critical of this application in its first generation several months ago. Can you speak towards the number side of this and what it means going forward?
Well, Fisherman's Energy they're actually reworked their numbers to lower costs. But when you're the first one in, sometimes you build an extra, cost because you want to be careful. But again, this is a BPU that has no problems in subsidizing power lines into Pennsylvania, bringing in coal power. I mean, they approved the Susquehanna-Roseland power line. It's $900 million, and its purpose is to ship New Jersey consumers' monies to Pennsylvania coal-fired power plants while they ship us more air pollution. So I find that argument specious. Most forms of energy get some kind of subsidy, whether it's coal with mountaintop mining and the environmental damage and health damage, and also rate subsidies for that. Nuclear power gets subsidies for closing costs and security costs. Oil gets all kinds of subsidies if they drill off our coast and they don't pay true market value. There's subsidies going on. The question is, what is the overall compelling public policy? The compelling public policy that makes wind much better than all these other choices is it's safe, it's dependable, and it's cheap long term. And so, yeah, there may be some costs in the beginning, but that's why we also had the clean energy monies that could have gone to help offset some of that the governor rated for his budget. So to us, I think it's a false argument that wind is something very important for the state. It can be done in a very cost-effective way, and I think it's just an excuse not to approve it.
Well, let's hope, by the way, this program, as I said, we're taping in advance of our new season starting. So when you see this will be probably 10 days to 2 weeks, a little on the older side. Maybe it'll be a breakthrough by then, but I don't know that we're going to see one, Jeff, in 2 weeks.
I hope so. I really hope when the governor comes back from the speech, and I hope it's a successful speech for him, but I hope he also makes wind successful in New Jersey as well.
It's important to all of us, and as Jeff said, for those who sort this out, there's expense associated with this. But if you build it in today's dollars, it's going to be cheaper than if we drag our feet and try to build it 15 years from now. And the advantage to New Jersey at the moment is if we can get moving quickly, and we're going to be putting pressure on the governor, and that's why this press conference was held today to bring public attention to this facility gets built in Paulsboro as opposed to something else going here related to the port, and that means jobs. So we pick it up on both sides of the equation. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Multi-policy discount, paperless discount, paid in full discount, homeowners discount, safe driver discount, chipmunk family reunion, someone stole the nuts, squirrel jail, justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Baby, come on to me. Welcome back, baby. Come back, honey. Come back, sugar. Baby, come back to me. Welcome back, baby. Come back, honey. Come back, sugar. Baby, come back to me. Welcome back, baby. Come back, honey. Come back, sugar. Baby, come back to me. Welcome back, sugar. Baby, come back to me.
Oh, he's my rock. Yes, you are, Lord. Yes, you are the wheel. Yes, he is. And he will never Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, Lord. Oh, hallelujah, hallelujah, Lord.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. We only do the show for this segment. People look forward to this. I was standing in line. The veterans are being recognized by Gloucester County. Beautiful ceremony held at West Deptford at Riverwinds. And I'm in line in my role as an assembly person saying hello to people. And a gentleman walked up. He says, "You don't know me, but I know you." He said, "I wanted to say hello to Mr. Paulsboro. Watches the show religiously." I didn't get his name right. I would say hello to him. So if you're watching, really appreciate you saying hello. But Irma, it's time for Community Notes. This is what people look forward to.
Right. And John, Mr. Paulsboro, speaking of Mr. and Mrs. Paulsboro, we have many, many wonderful people that pass on here, and I'm sure they go to the Red Raider heaven. But the loss this summer of John Vogening and Betty, I get choked up talking about that yet. What a loss to Paulsboro. But can you imagine that Red Raider heaven now, John?
It's probably pretty noisy. And by the way, I mentioned I was with the president of the Board of Education of Haddonfield last night, and prior to the Paulsboro-Haddonfield football game, there's a beautiful gesture made by the Haddonfield Memorial High School family recognizing both Betty and John Vogening, particularly John for his association with high school athletics and Betty for her loyalty in general. It was just very classy.
Yeah, well, thank you, Haddonfield. And I know everyone feels that all over New Jersey, John. But heaven will never be the same. Oh. I like to say one special happy birthday when I start. Irma Candle, my mother, the streetwalker, will be 92 October 4th, and she's still in Paulsboro and walking the streets.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Happy birthday to Yvonne Gervasi, Bonnie Haddock, John Haddock III, and Jill, Fred, Judy, and Trevor Suter. Boy, they're having parties at the Suter house. Kim Stevenson Berthold is Jacksonville, North Carolina, and our grandson Claude is still here in the States. Kay Ruggie, we sure miss Kay at Weiss's. Janet Little, Tricia Doak, and Barney Manchester is a young 93, John. Right. Happy anniversaries to May and Arnie Suter, 60 years. Bonnie and Harry Llewellyn, 4 years. Howard and Sandy Hawn, 60 years. And 28 years for Judy and Fred Suter. Happy birthdays and happy anniversaries. Our Gibbstown Fire Ladies Auxiliary penny auction Friday, November the 2nd, 7 p.m. at the Firehouse, $3, and bring 2 canned goods for their basket of cheer. I call it a basket cheer, and it doesn't have alcohol in it, John. Okay. And friends of ours, Barry Cox and Debbie, his wife, are going to be the co-chair people of the Saturday, November 3rd at it's at Lowe's Philadelphia Hotel. It's the big Underwood Ball, John. 1200 Market Street, Philadelphia. Music by Cheers the Band. But great things are Barry is a PHS graduate of 77 and Debbie 76, and Brian Capra is helping them. And Brian transformed this studio one time into a beautiful opera house for Tony and TC. So Paulsboro people everywhere. PHS, Class Reunion 1972. Their 40th Saturday, 11/17. PHS, tour at 11 a.m. Welcome reception is held the night before on the 6th at 7 p.m. at Babe's Bar and Grill. Cash Bar, they're going to be at the high school football game at 1 p.m. Reunion dinner dance at Sons of Italy. Cocktails at 6. Buffet dinner at 7. Cash Bar, DJ, door prizes, raffle. Please call 856-467-2691.
What year anniversary was it?
40 years from 1972. It's yours, John.
Okay.
I'm sure you're going to be there.
There has to be a mistake in that arithmetic.
Okay. October, don't forget, it's Breast Cancer Month. Girls, get your pink on at Botto's, at Kings Highway in Swedesboro. Uh-oh, my script.
Gravity.
From October the 5th, 7 to 11, karaoke contest, Chinese auction food, cash bar, and whoever wears the pinkest costume will get a prize. So we're real happy about that. It's going to the American Cancer Society and also the MOTH Free Medical Clinic of Gloucester County. Call Aggie Russo, 345-8465, or Renee Johnson, our Paulsboro girl, 905-6423. And the class of 1955, John, add it up, 57 years, Saturday, October 20th at the Valley Caterers in Oak Valley. Call Nancy Bernardina Marina. And also the class of 1957, John. That's me. 55 years, October 27th. We're going to have a tailgate party at the library. Of course, there's no alcoholic beverages. Tour of Paulsboro High School. Principal Paul Marina is going to take us around. And then we're going to the football game, and we're going to end up at Paulsboro Sportsman's Club from 5 to 9. Please call Beverly Real Wilding, 854-8084. And the Paulsboro High School Sports Hall of Fame, Friday, October 26th at 6 p.m., Paulsboro High School, honoring Billy Rohn, Dale Sizemore, Peter Brandt, Ray Sullivan posthumously, Wayne Hampton. Contributor coach is Van Lynch, and they're also honoring the 1976 football team. Please call me for tickets, $40, 423-3787, and you will be the postmaster. Postmaster, yeah. You know what, John? I just came out of the post office, and I'm not happy.
Oh, you're doing good. That 1976 football team was that was quite a team. That was Kevin Ross's team.
No. Kevin Ross graduated in 1980, John.
Oh, that's right. No, that's right.
Glenn Howard, John.
That was Glenn Howard and Paul Marino, and that was the first Colonial Conference championship in almost 18 years.
Coach Singler, I don't know if he'll be there, but Coach Buddy Morton, who's assistant coach, is coming. So it's just a great time, and you'll be Toastmaster, John. Well, you could be postmaster. We need somebody to run this post office.
You've had me do each one of those. I'm honored to do that. It's a lot of fun.
Oyster and ham dinner at St. Paul's United Methodist Church on October 20th, 4, 5, and 6 eat-ins, $20. Takeouts are $17. Call Donna 423-5345. And crafters are wanted for the Fall Festival fundraisers at the Moose Family Center on October 21st. Call 423-1495. We're busy in this town, John.
Well, I mean, I had to catch up. Now I remember the 76 team better. That was the infamous whistle in the grandstands in the overtime against Pleasantville High School that caused them to lose. They were then Group 2, caused them to lose that playoff game. They were the early days of the NJSIA playoff games. It was a cold, windy day.
Well, at least we don't have the officials that they have now in the NFL, John.
Yeah, that's a whole nother story. We're happy to be back and happy that you've taken time to watch us. So for Bill Crane, our producer, who can't be with us today, for Fred Bookter behind the camera, Irma.
John, Bill's up there with the Voges, so you know what's going on up in heaven.
That's really something. So until next time.